Uh, I don't know the music. That's Government Mule. Dark was the night, cold was the ground. Another band on my bucket list. Maybe I'll get to see them while I'm in Colorado. We'll see. Time will tell. Oh, Shazam, Shazam, Shazam. I said earlier something, that I go out of my way to protect y'all, and we've been doing this for how many months now, and I got a partial roll call list here for I figure it's not that you couldn't figure it out if you've been paying attention for any amount of time, but this far into the game, as I've said, if you're taking part in this conversation, get ready. I figure, well, I know that some have already been on the receiving end of some attacks of various kinds, right? So I thought, what the hell? I got a partial roll call so that some folks will know, it will become more clear what the fuck I've been talking about when I'm out here talking in circles with all the little nicknames and bullshit. Had to cut the tail end of the grand serial rapist update. He's nervous as a whore in church. I would be if I was you, bud. You fucking piece of shit. Trots out the woman. We all know sweetness. If you hadn't figured that out, but I don't watch the shit with the. I don't. It's a long story. I don't need to watch it. What do you know about trauma-based mind control? It said there's a woman being held hostage by a monster. A monster. We've already, I'm pretty sure, established that fact, right? Pathological liar. Fucking lifelong scam artist who thinks that, in his own words, that's if the whore's your wife, then you get half, you get a cut. That's his exclusively. His girlfriend exclusively. That's his own words. And as I said, sweetness, I don't need to know. I just need you to let it all go. Right. But anyway, yeah, I don't listen to that. I don't watch the shit when he does his little fucking mind coitus grand serial rapist update. Listening to that screeching howler monkey's torturous enough. Damn it. Yeah. If you hadn't figured, that's Diamond, the canal man. Serial rapist. fucking psychopath, completely incapable of anything remotely resembling human emotion. And as I said, nervous as a fucking whore in church. I caught like 3 minutes, right? That's enough. You can have your goddamn league on. I don't give a fuck about your conference. Anyone who's fucking stupid enough to believe that pathological liar and his little molding his protege, Rex Bear. Jeez. Good luck to you. All right. As I said, a little clarify for some folks here what I've been talking about when I'm talking in circles. I talk about, we'll start with the ladies because I love the ladies. Ladies first, right? And I'm just, anyway. I would mention my left coast, Tiny Dancers, and shit. Again, if you've been paying attention, then you know who I'm talking about. But apparently, there have been a whole bunch of folks who haven't been paying attention for all this goddamn time, or they would have caught on what I was talking about with the fucking MK Ultra online project with the dude who's putting messages out in his little fucking update every night. And it's just gone right. So, I'm not trying to throw anybody under the bus, and I'm leaving out some. It's a partial list, right? There are more folks that I've listened to through the years that I haven't, not subscribed to, whatever. But yeah, that's Danny and Emily, right? They know who they are when I'm talking about them. And from the off-planet Planet Radio, Planet TV, whatever and Miss EMF, that's like a no-brainer, for God's sake. That's a lot of Freeland. I said, I had a dream. I had an interesting dream the other night. We were just co-chilling, hanging out, chewing the fat, cussing and discussing. Of course, Tiny Dancer and Miss EMF, and Miss EMF was not too keen on my winging it. Because how many times you heard me say that? This is like uncharted territory, right? This time and one more will be twice in human history that we at this crossing, this juncture, we have this opportunity. We're and I say we're winging it, flying by the seat of our pants. And she's anyway, I say this is, I had a dream, right? Not too keen on this. She's much more about, rational, thought out, which I get it. And I am of the same bent actually, but I had to explain it, did a little explaining as we're like chilling in the backyard, right? I don't know, under the stars. It was beautiful. It was just peaceful, as I said, laid back, like cussing and discussing. The one thing that stuck with me the most was that, not so keen on this winging it. Need a better plan. And I just, my explaining it reaching and helping her understand, besides the fact that I'm nothing if not impatient, and goddamn, this train's not moving fast enough. And so, I get off and push the goddamn wagon while I'm mushing the mule team. It's just my nature. There's some ladies that can explain that for you when they go to talk in the astrology. Especially it's like the war party, right? This is how many times this is the battle for all the marbles, right? Cosmic war. Part 2 or 7 or who the fuck knows how many times. But it's why we're all here. By the way, so it goes in waves. All right, that being the first wave, we're talking about jumping the space fence. So just kind of consider like this: that in this first wave, myself, there are a number of us, and due to circumstances beyond our control, our days are numbered. We've been under attack with their fucking weapons. I've been getting hammered by the machine. You hear me talk about it, and so it's just understood, and that's just how it is. Don't cry for me. So again, consider like waves. You got your first wave, second wave, and so the more rational, the thought out, that's the second and third wave, right? Us up here on the front lines who are just fixing to goddamn battering ram that fucking fence. Understand that all of us gonna make it to the end of the fight, right? And so go faster. Move this motherfucker. What's the goddamn holdup? Excuse me. But yeah. Grab another gear for God's sake. That's why I keep pushing. We're just winging it. We don't have time to sit around, fuck around, make up all these goddamn war plans and bullshit. Fucking run to the fence. Hit that motherfucker. And all the while that's what we're counting on you for. Is to, while I'm not on some kamikaze mission. I'm in no hurry to die, and I'm not going anywhere soon, so don't be freaking out on me. But I'm just saying that I understand that this cadaver can only take so much, and so the next wave. That's while we're winging it, flying by the seat of our pants, running headlong to the fucking with the battering ram to hit the goddamn space fence. The rest of them coming on up behind can be watching the shit as it hits the fan, and putting the pen to paper for the plan for the next wave, right? And be feeding the intel the whole goddamn time. But I mean, anyway, yeah, I had a dream. It was a cool dream. The other parts are redacted, by the way, because I'm just like that. And the good doctor, for God's sake, if you don't know who that is by now, I don't know what the fuck. But that's Dr. Catherine Horton, another who's on the first wave, right? Excuse me, as I said, if more of the men in Europe had the testicular fortitude of that amazing woman, Europe wouldn't be the goddamn shithole that it is right now. Just saying. America's not got any room to talk. And I use crazy fuckers kind of here and there and everywhere. I talk about all of you crazy fuckers, but that's the unfuckers, for God's sake, who's not been paying attention and doesn't know that. And what do we got here? Oh, quantum entangler and the quantum mechanic, both of whom know who the fuck I'm talking about. And my brother, fellow spiritual warrior, the quantum entangler. I use him as another example. I don't come out here busting people's jobs because I enjoy it. I've come out here and roughed him up. That's been a while back, right, brother? And it wasn't because I'm on some ego trip. It wasn't for any because I like doing that shit. It's because I needed to rattle your cage so you would pray for some discernment and understanding. And like I said, because I knew that that's just my way. I'm not with the kid gloves. That's for ninnies, special snowflakes. And you're goddamn sure not one of those, brother. That's Anthony Patch. Glad to have. We need his input in this, cause he's been knocking it out of the park where the D wave and the machine is concerned. People need to listen to what the man's saying, because he's preaching gospel. And of course, everybody knows the quantum mechanic. That's my brother from another mother. Fellow Scott, huh? Not wearing pants, and no, I'm not wearing a kilt either. God damn it. Kev Baker, right? And so, anyway, in the X series, everybody knows that that's one of my favorite couples there. DJ and the Dark Journalist and the Wings Girl. And in the first couple of the Intelligent Disclosure, like I said, this is all just, if you've been paying attention, then I think you should know who I'm talking about. But we got some who are, later arrivals to this little game. And so I'm just filling them in. This has been going on long enough that the machine's goddamn sure, you're busted. If you're taking part in this conversation, then just be listening to what Miss EMF tells you, and as I've said, take steps. We this us in the first wave really want to shouting at you to, hey, take steps so that you can avoid the shit that we're going through, because you're all tagged. That shit they're spraying with those persistent contrails, right? They're they're terraforming the planet. That's a multi-platform dispersal they got going there. If you follow the technocrat agenda, part of it is to they have to inventory everything on the fucking planet. So, all that shit they're spraying, just we're antennas anyway, and that just magnifies that. So the machine can fucking nail you the same way it is me. And I would say that some of you have been already, based on what you talk about, have been feeling it, the impact. So you're looking for what, trying to explain it. And, I've been telling you, God damn it. Sometimes you just don't listen. And I'm not always right. I don't have all the answers. I've more than a few times I've had, say that I was mistaken. I goddamn sure was mistaken about Rex Bear. I thought he was a decent human being. Turns out he's a fucking piece of shit. Just like Diamond, the Canal Man. Serial rapist. Holding a hostage. What do you know about trauma-based mind control from the dude who's vying for sympathy because he watched a woman get raped for an hour? Oh. Self-inflicted gunshot wound. Boom. And that's a boom. You fucking piece of shit. Yeah, the first couple of Intelligent Disclosure. I bet I had a man crush on Richard Dolan for how many years? Because he's the science geek kind of a mindset when he's talking about the UFOs and the cover up. And I've always had a great appreciation for that. Been following you ever as long as you've been doing this, pretty much, brother. And that'd be him and his wife. You two are awesome, by the way. I just you give each other a hug for me. As I said, you just light up the room. I think that you could put solar panels there in your room and be energy independent in no time. What else we got? The propaganda watchers again. Fuck, it's just that's a no-brainer. That's my brother's James from the Corbett Report and the media. What is it? Yeah. Oh, god damn it. Now I'm going to space it. Because I didn't write that down. I just wrote down the nicknames. Media Monarchy, is that it? Jesus, man, I'm losing it. Did I tell you about the fucking blinding headache that I have today? By the way, I'm not bleeding out the ear, though. It's a good day. I actually got 4 hours of sleep in a row. That's a rare. I don't get to sleep. So, don't mind the bags under my eyes. I wish this headache would go away because I've got some work I need to do. I need to do some more digging. Jog some memories of the monsters. Anyway. Yeah, my brother's James. They're awesome. Again, been following them ever since, right? The actors in legal fiction, they know who the fuck I'm talking about. The rest of you yahoos probably are like, what the fuck ever? But that's Jason and Crow 777, right? If you paid attention to any of their work, then you know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. They do. And if you don't know, then you should be paying attention. Because there's another, this is a list of great teachers, by the way. You could, learn something. That's why I'm doing this. So, those who are new to the game can learn something. Get up to snuff, catch up, go faster. Oh, and of course, everyone knows Henrik and Lana. That's Red Eyes. I told you I've been listening to my little brother since, excuse me. It's pretty much the beginning, right? When his English was broken, and now he speaks English better than I do. And Joseph P. Farrell, he knows who the fuck I'm talking about. That's you and Georgiana had like the greatest conversations in the history of the internet, brother. Love you, Georgiana. Join the chorus, sister. That's the bike show. That's like must see, right? Must listen. Anything and everything. Any conversation those two had, you should be checking out. Cosmic War. How many times do you hear me bring that up? We leave that fucking factor out of the equation. All this cataclysm shit and the goddamn micronova and oh my fucking god and there's green glass and that's because the sun went and I'm just telling you, We can't have nice things until we get rid of the monsters. And we could have a little powwow and explain to you how the green glass got there, and it ain't a fucking nuclear weapon either. But we can't have nice things until we get rid of the goddamn monsters. That's another reason that we're winging it, and I keep pushing for faster, motherfucker. Go faster. Stomp harder, I said. We're in warrior mode until we're skiing down the other side of the mountain. If the ground isn't trembling under your feet, you're not stomping hard enough. And this, as I said, this is just a partial list, right? There are others that I'm leaving out. There are some of my favorite ladies that I'm leaving out, and it's again just because, I don't use nicknames. I answer them like directly, whatever and I'm just still kind of protective of these folks. I'm not throwing them under the bus, right? It's just that they've been in the game long enough to where it's anyhow. It's a partial list. Last but not least is everybody's favorite uncle, Cliff. That's Cliff High, for fucking Christ's sake, if you don't know. And again, brother, I've been following you ever since. Right? I may even had an app on the phone. Was that a shit, man? That's been how many years ago was that? Wasn't there? Didn't you have WebBots? I've been through so many phones and had so much hacking and all that bullshit. Like I said, hacking. I've been battling with these fucking monsters for years now. So it's parts of it are a blur, right? Had how many different bouncing off of proxies, virtual, VPNs, all that fucking bullshit. There's backdoors and all that shit, man. There is no such thing as privacy. That works both ways, though. Just so you know. Also, I mentioned, that's like a no-brainer too. What the hell on earth? What on earth is happening? I say, what the fuck on earth? That's my brother from another mother, Mark Passio. And again, he's been in this long enough and seen all sides of the shit. And so he's aware of the spiritual warfare shit going on right now. And you should, that's right up there with the bike show. And as far as, must see, must listen, everything. And he's kind of, as the meanie head would say, I'm crass. I'm a dick, she says. Rude. I don't argue. I'm a crass pompous ass. I'm a dick. Sure. And some will say the same of my brother there. And I say that it's, I am not putting words in his mouth, but when I say, that I'm not, the line to kiss my ass starts right there. Fall in. Pick a fucking number. Same kind of a deal. You don't have to listen to me. You can go play in traffic. Right? Because I'm not here to waste my time on ninnies. I'm not here to fucking pussyfoot around the goddamn special snowflakes and the buttercups. I don't go out of my way to hurt your feels, but I'm not going to go out of my way to spare them either. Just lie. That's just the real world. Real world doesn't tiptoe around them for the ninnies. I'm sorry, but it doesn't. Anyway, just again, partial roll call. There are lots more people That's just some that I mention frequently or have, and so people can get a clue. Dirtbag Dave, David, Mary, whatever the fuck, Mariello, I don't know what the goddamn piece of shit. He's got it on his little Facebook shit, right? Go look him up, David, whatever. Diamond the Canal Man, Oppenheimer Rate Project, fucking monster in the first degree. Who's gonna pretend to be me in my own community that I can't talk to because I'm being protected. I'm sick of your fucking protection, by the way. Where in the fuck have you been for the last 10 years? Motherfuckers. Protect me from living. That's all you do. You can't keep me from dying, you fucking pieces of shit, but you sure can keep me from living, and you're doing a damn fine job of it. You're keeping me from freeing a woman from a goddamn prison sentence. Right? I can go kill the motherfucker, really. As I said, I came here with all the equipment. I'm not leaving without you, sweetness. It's just that simple. That's your permaculture farm. That fucking piece of shit. Everyone who's paying attention knows that your know-how and your labor has built that place. That motherfucking lion monster takes credit for what you've done. Everybody knows who's paying attention. And I'm not trying to take you from your place. As I said, you don't owe me anything. There are no strings attached. My only expectations are to see a smile and a hug. I think we know the rest of the story, though, don't we? But we got snow coming in this next week. It's gonna save him, right? It's gonna save him. He can't even talk me now. He's so fucking nervous. There's a whore in church. You can just hear his voice. Ooh. He wants bad too, but he knows better. And I'm telling you, sweetness, that the hills have eyes. And they're not there to be ogling your little fanny either. They're looking out for you. That motherfucker's gonna keep on till he wakes up dead. And it's out of my hands, so all I know. I've gone out of my way to try to bring about peaceful solutions. That's just my nature. I don't like that dark, scary place. I don't like it. I'm not scared of anything. Goddamn near. I've been looked death in the face more than once, and I ain't scared of it. But that place, my shadow, that's a fucking scary place. I don't like going there, and I'm really doing my damnedest not to have to. And so I'm hoping that you fuckers will get in the goddamn game and help me free a hostage. What do you know about trauma-based mind control? If you don't know shit, then you better fucking learn something. If you've not been put 2 and 2 together and to see that motherfucking monster is a monster, and then there's no help for you. You ain't ever gonna see. And I tell you again, sweetness, baby, I will not be distracted. We had 3 days of teeth, tits, and ass. Every fucking hot chick on the goddamn Facebook. I don't never have a Facebook app on my goddamn phone. And magically one appears, and I have 3 days of every hot chick on Facebook wants to be my friend. Right? I don't take the bait, as I said. I'm not going to be distracted. No amount of teeth, tits, and ass. Goddamn it, not even if I was lured. Am I gonna? I am here for you. and I'm not leaving without you. If I have to beat that motherfucker, if I have to cut him in half, I got the equipment right there. My homies in the hood, feel me. When you can go back to be or not to be arrested. There's a 9 under the seat of my little 2.0 turbo. Cause homie don't play that shit. My brother from another mother, Black Bobby, feels me when I say I'm packing a 40, and it ain't old English. So, you people help me free a hostage in peaceful manner, so I don't have to go to that dark, scary place. If you've been paying attention for any amount of time, then you know that ain't nothing short of fucking special forces or goddamn SEAL Team 6 gonna stop me if I'm coming for you. What's that at the door? Diamond. The canal man. If I was you, I would be nervous fucking wreck too, boy. The hills have eyes, you fucking piece of shit. What's the next week hold for the rest of us? As I said, I implore you to help me free a hostage. What do you know about trauma-based mind control? Damn, I'm sorry. I know. You heard me talk about another one of the name dropping, and the information is classified. Talking about meanie head, stupid whore, victim. I knew her before I met her. So I said, what do you hear? 3 distinct personalities from a change of tone of the voice, the cadence. I mean, everything. It's who just loves me and looks out for me and stabs me in the fucking back and cuts my feet out from under me and hinders me and hurts me worse than any 10 people I've known. And still pretends like there's some reason for her to be jealous, right? She fucked off our relationship years ago, literally. I just love my friend. I never stopped loving her. And she's blocked me again because, what are you doing? Who are you doing in Colorado? Well, no. Where are you staying? Who are you staying with? She knows. As I said, she we got a line of communication too. It's not nearly what it used to be because she's done everything she could do to sever it. And as I said, she's a victim. I don't blame her. I get pissed off at her because it hurts. It always hurts. Someone you love. How you know? She tells me shit. As I said, she looks out for me, my health. She helps me with my little secret mission. And then she deals me, 13 setbacks. She knows goddamn well where I am. She knows goddamn well who I know in Colorado. It just tears her up if I say she's one of the greatest wordsmiths I've ever known. And when I get, it's the default position, right? You see it from the fucking psychopath. I'm losing my mind. Enjoy your psychosis, she says. When I tell her something that she's already told me. She knows who I'm here for. You know, as I've said a dozen times or better. You don't want to see what I see. I will promise. That's why I say they can't be human. They're monsters. It's just unimaginable. The shit they do to human beings. Okay. Yes, I say one of the greatest wordsmiths I've ever known. Read the dictionary for, when she was a kid, weird kid. Told you we're weird kids. Told you are, you know, having coffee and talking at the table. But it's, grass is green, but it's green. Golden yellow. When I get too close to the truth, she can't even put together a complete sentence. Just goes all fucking stupid. I mean, just completely stupid. Can't spell, can't put together a complete sentence. What do you know about trauma-based mind control? Let your boy Diamond, the canal man. Again, sweet as a hut that you give me. I let that piece of shit live. Oh, thank dog for Fuzzy Wuzzy. Excuse me. So, yeah. I'm gonna shut up now. And again, just thank you for being the change that we all see and for helping me. See that some monsters get there, get to realize justice. And, move faster, goddammit. They're killing me. People that are precious. They pick them for a reason. Yeah, they do. And They need our help. That they do. I need to get my shit together. Good luck with that, huh? As I said, sweetness, I'm just gonna keep hugging you until you're good as new. And I'm not leaving without you. You don't have to stay. We just gotta get you away from that monster. If you wanna go back, that's your deal. But I'm pretty sure that you're way overdue for a vacation. And I'm also pretty sure we both know the answer. Right. That's information is classified, eh? So, as I said, move faster. Help me. Help me. Help her. And we can help more of them. This fucking Diamond, the Canal Man, he's just a low hanging fruit. I need to get my partner away from that fucking monster so we can move on to bigger and better things. I'm not leaving without you, sweets. And the rest of you crazy fuckers. Know that I love you.